It finally leaked. What's going on with the Luke Hughes extension behind closed doors? Is it good? Is it bad? We know where both sides are at, what they like. Implications, let's talk. Welcome, Devil fans. Glad to have you here today. Hope you'll stick around. Hit the subscribe button as we continue into the offseason, or what's left of the offseason, breaking down the New Jersey Devils. So, when we got started in this offseason, I think a lot of us, we had some things we wanted. Maybe we disagreed. Maybe we were happy with what's happened in the offseason. But I think something that we can all agree on, something that we all wanted, was a Luke Hughes extension. We know how important he is. We know where we took him in the draft. It's a player who the Devils need, who's excelled, who has kept continuing to develop, somebody who we want here long term. And this is from Novo on where the Devils and Luke Hughes are at in terms of an extension. Both sides seemingly want something different. Devils looking at maybe a short-term bridge deal or the full 8 years. Luke Hughes' side looking more so to line up his contract with Jack Hughes. That's up in 2030. So, I like to be optimistic. It's more fun to be that way. It's a better thinking, a better vibe. But you got to call a spade a spade. This is not the news you want to hear. I'd probably go as far to call it as bad news. And on multiple fronts, I would say that this is news that, as a Devil fan, I don't want to hit the full panic button. I'm not saying go there. But this is not something where you're going, well, you know what? We don't have a contract, but I feel really optimistic, feel really enthusiastic about where this is headed. Well, we're in August. It's September 1st on Monday. And Tom Fitzgerald's apparent biggest thing he wanted to get done, number one priority, was getting his young defenseman signed to a deal to, be there for training camp and, preseason, have that all behind them to start. And, it's not done. I mean, I don't know if you guys are football fans, but we just saw what happened yesterday with Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys. Green Bay Packer now. Probably their best draft pick in 30 years. And you know what? Sometimes when things get a little ugly, you make maybe rash decisions. And, I think Dallas probably didn't wind up very good in that trade. But now this is a different situation to an extent. Obviously, this one doesn't seem to have gotten ugly. It hasn't gotten to the media out there talking about, Luke Hughes isn't happy, doesn't want to re-sign, he's requested a trade. Hasn't gotten anything of that. But things can still happen. You want a player happy. You want to get it done early. When you're here in August and you are, it seems like far off on a contract, it's not a good situation. Just starting off from management's side, management's point of view. I look at a number of red flags in terms of, this report, in terms of it being good for the Devils. Number one, bridge deal. You want to sign Luke Hughes, your 4th overall pick in 2021. You have his superstar brother to a bridge deal. 3 years. That's what makes sense for you. That's what's going to get it done. That's a good situation to be in for the Devils. Go ask Edmonton how that's going to work out with Evan Bouchard. They signed him to a bridge deal. Well, now he's going to have to probably get some around 8 years, $11 million, 11.5. He might get even more. That's what happens when you sign young defensemen, top draft picks who are developing well, and you sign them and you go, well, you know what? When we drafted you, we expected you to get to, one of those top players. But we're not completely certain, so we're going to throw you on a bridge deal. Although then the point per game season, and that number went up. Oh, the salary cap went up too? Well, you know what? Got to go with the value. It's up even more. Number changes again. I mean, go ahead and look at Luke Hughes' numbers. 44 points in 71 games last year. 22 in the final 22. Year prior, pretty nice rookie year. 47 points in 82 games. Thing is, his defense got a ton better this year. He's developing into one of those top defensemen. We saw at the end of last season how he performed when Dougie Hamilton went out, when Jack Hughes was no longer there. They need somebody to step up in the power play. You let your 21-year-old defenseman Luke Hughes to do that. What did Luke Hughes answer with? Well, Devils' power play, in terms of percentage, was technically better than when Jack Hughes and Dougie Hamilton, the two guys you're paying good money to, that you should be paying good money to Luke Hughes, with them not in the lineup. Power play still stayed good. Big part of that was your young defenseman. So a bridge deal, 3 years, and I guess maybe that $9.5 million mark doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. You know what? Bet on the upside. Because that's what you did when you drafted him 4th overall. When you drafted him 4th overall, you said, okay, we have our next number one defenseman. Our next defenseman to take over this team. That's what you did when you drafted him number 1 overall. I mean, you know what? I'm going to put the stat sheet back up. Go look at his numbers at Michigan. I mean, 17 goals as a freshman from the blue line. Obviously a very stacked Michigan team. I mean, you're talking about guys like Mackie Samoskevich, Kent Johnson, Adam Fantilli, Owen Power. 17 goals as a defenseman. Following year, put up another nice stat line. Over point per game player, took a step in the next direction. So when I look at that, I'm staying away from a bridge deal. It's got to be long term. It's got to be at that 8-year contract. You want him for 8 years. You want him for the long haul. He's that type of player. I mean, you already have his brother. You want to bring the other brother over here? You got to go long term. And that's where, I have maybe my other red flag. He wants to line it up with his brother's deal. Now, like I said, don't hit that panic button. Doesn't mean they're leaving in 5 years. No, but it gives an option. I mean, you have to really just completely look away from the situation. If they're both up in 2030, I mean, they have an option. I mean, things can be good right now, but we don't know where it's going to be 5 years from now. We don't know where this Devils team is going to feel, what's going to transpire in those 5 seasons. You'll feel a lot better if you have guys like Luke Hughes and Jack Hughes still signed up. Hopefully, Quinn Hughes is over there by now. But could something change? Could you maybe see Jack and Luke both leaving in 2030? I mean, it does give them, obviously, leverage. And I mean, you can be happy in a situation, but you want the leverage. I mean, when is not having leverage a bad thing? When is not being able to make that decision, a bad thing? I mean, that's what they want. And when you have a player who is, trending in the right direction, one of your more important players, they're going to have some type of leverage. They know what they're worth. They know you want them. And I mean, look, let's be honest. The Hughes brothers both know they want to pair up all three. Vancouver and the Hughes and New Jersey both know that those three brothers want to play together. I mean, Jim Rutherford right now probably has no leverage, but you sign Luke Hughes to either a bridge deal or a 5-year deal, well, that changes. All of a sudden, Vancouver's going, well, Luke Hughes signs a 3-year deal, kind of lining up a little bit better with Quinn. Quinn Hughes does sign that extension. Well, now Luke Hughes is making the decision. Then all of a sudden, Jack's up in 2030. That's not a good situation to be in. So, from management's perspective, going on a 3-year bridge deal would be a colossal mistake for a number of reasons. For a player who's going to probably ask for even more money, just bet on the upside, overpay him right now, because I think in the future it won't be so much of an overpay. Bet on the upside, but going bridge deal, going 3 years for a player who you drafted 4th overall, who his numbers show he's trending in the right direction, what you thought he could be, a number 1 defenseman, going bridge deal, I can't make sense of that. I can't make sense of it. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? What type of contract do you want to see for Luke Hughes? Are you worried? Are you feeling good still? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys all really soon.